That was an ass kicking last night. That was a romp. Now, you can sit up there. I mean, we going to talk about Luka and all the stuff. What we not going to do is gloss over that ass whipping that the Oklahoma City Thunder, the reigning, defending NBA champions, placed on the Los Angeles Lakers.
Let me see you go.
The Lakers were down at the half by 30. Getting their asses whipped. I mean, it was a stomp, okay? And it was almost so that it's a good thing that Luka actually got hurt and had to get taken out in the third quarter, because when we saw him holding his hamstring in the first half, a lot of us were like, wait a minute now, that wasn't happening when you were dropping 30 plus the last 12, 13, 15 games. But suddenly now your damn hamstring is hurt. We were looking at it with a raised eyebrow. Because an ass kicking will do that to you. It will make you humble. It will make you run for cover. It will make you run to the locker room. It will make you pretend you got to use the bathroom. It will make you pretend that something might be a family emergency or anything, just to get away from those confines. That's the kind of ass whipping we saw last night.
So, I'm so in love. I miss your touch.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
I want to get back everything because it means so much to me.
Oh, man. We are back, folks. We are back, man. We are back. We are back, folks. You guys see the title of the show, man. This stuff is starting to get disgusting, folks. Well, it's already gotten disgusting. All right, we're bordering on filthy at this point. All right, we're bordering on vile at this point, folks. How nasty this whole situation is. So if you guys are unaware, right, it seems like every day you get on the internet and there's conflicting reports about Aston and this fake injury, right? So I think yesterday I got up on Twitter and saw a tweet said Austin Reaves could return for Game 5. Okay. So I wake up today, I go on Google, and I find an article, folks, that was very disturbing as it pertains to Austin Reaves, man. So that's what we're here to discuss, folks. Shout out to CPA Joe. He said the white ass week continues. Shout out to V's. What's going on, man? Shout out to Flash White. We got 917. We got LeBron fans in the building. What's going on, man?
I'm a Rolling Stone.
LeBron fans.
We got LeBron fans in the building. Shout out to AD. Shout out to Banco. Folks, y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. We got JJ. He said the Mayonnaise Media are two-way players, bruh. They're the only collective that defends Luka and Austin no matter what. Shout out to Shamburger. What's going on, man? We got Big Vic. What up, man? Shout out to I Hate Y'all. Roland, what's going on, man? BS for you. FEG. Brody. What's going on? Cap 330. We got Patience. You said if it was Reaves winning with LeBron injured, everyone in this chat would be calling Houston ass. Okay, I mean, if that's your narrative that you want to roll with, go ahead. I don't even know what you're talking about. We got Hoodie Walker. He said the Great White Hope. We got Matthew. You said calling Reaves a star is childish. Folks, let's just go ahead and get on with the show, okay? So like I said, I get on the internet and I found this article. Now, before I show you guys this article, if you guys remember when Aston got exposed versus OKC, right? You guys remember he faked the injury, and then the next day, I think we flew to Dallas because we had a game versus the Mavericks, right? So he goes and does an MRI. Does anybody remember this? Do you guys remember JJ Redick saying that the Dallas Mavericks scanned the wrong area? Do you guys remember that? This was JJ Redick, if anybody forgot. Take a listen to this, folks.
The second one was that. Again, I don't know where the chain of command lies with Dallas imaging, but they scanned the wrong area. So not on our end. We made it explicit when it's supposed to be scanned, but they scanned the wrong.
But he won't play tomorrow regardless of the result.
Is he been ruled out?
Not known yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
Okay. Marcus for both teams. Okay.
I'm a rolling stone.
Austin Reaves. Foul baiter.
The second one was that. Again, I don't know where the chain of command lies with Dallas imaging, but they scanned the wrong area. So not on our end. We made it explicit when it's supposed to be scanned, but they scanned the wrong area.
But he won't play tomorrow regardless of the result.
Is he been ruled out?
Not known yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
Okay. Marcus for both teams. Okay.
Folks, does anybody remember this, folks? Now, let me ask you guys a question. How the fuck do you scan the wrong area? How does this even happen, folks? So you're telling me Austin Reaves, after the OKC debacle, goes for an MRI with the Dallas medical team, and they scanned the wrong area? Really? Really, chat? Do you guys remember? Hold on. Let me show you guys. Because the Dallas Mavericks responded to this MRI gate. That's what we're going to call this, chat. MRI gate. The Mavericks, let me show you guys this, chat. The Mavericks actually disputed this. They called cap on this. The Dallas Mavericks disputed claims by Lakers coach JJ Redick that their medical staff performed an incorrect MRI on Austin Reaves, stating they followed protocol and made no error. So let me ask you guys, chat, who do you guys believe? Seriously, who do you guys believe? Do you guys believe Austin Reaves, JJ Redick and the Lakers, or do you guys believe the Dallas Mavericks? Who do you guys believe? Seriously. I mean, we all watched the game. I never saw where he got injured. He just started grabbing his back. I still haven't seen the play that's caused him to miss almost a month now. I still haven't seen the play. All he did was grab his back. Where did he even get hurt? Can somebody tell me? Does anybody have the clip of him getting hurt? Nobody has it. So during the OKC game, he starts grabbing his back. Okay. Weird. Funny how you start grabbing your back after you start turning the ball over, right? After you throwing lobs out of bounds, now you're grabbing your back. Same thing what Stephen A. Smith said with Luka. Hold on, you wasn't hurt when you was dropping 30 and 40 points, but then when you play OKC and you go 3 for 10 and you got 12 points, now all of a sudden you got a hamstring injury. Huh, that's interesting. So then after the game, you go and take an MRI by the Dallas Mavericks medical staff. And then JJ Redick says, yeah, they scanned the wrong area. and he says it laughingly. It's almost like he's in on this whole lie, chat. Let me play you guys the clip of JJ Redick again. Now, once again, why is he laughing? Ask yourself that. Why is he laughing, chat? Here we go.
The second one was again, I don't know where the chain of command lies with Dallas imaging, but they scanned the wrong area. So not on our end. We made it explicit that it was supposed to be scanned, but they scanned the wrong.
But he won't play tomorrow regardless.
Chat, did you guys notice his laugh when he said the second one was today? Did you guys catch that? Chat, this whole thing is a lie. JJ Redick knows it. The Lakers know it. The Mayonnaise Media knows it. The Mavericks know it. Everybody knows this is a lie except for Faker fans. You guys are the only ones that believe this fake ass injury that Austin Reaves supposedly sustained, even though we've never seen the injury. Do you guys realize all of his injuries over the last year, we never saw the injury? Let's go back to the playoffs last year when Trevor Lane says that Austin Reaves was dealing with a big toe injury. Where did he sustain that injury at? We never saw the injury. A few months ago, back in December, when he had a calf strain, we never saw the injury. The last time we saw him was versus the Spurs, and De'Aaron Fox was smacking that ass. Stephon Castle was smacking that ass. Dylan Harper was smacking that ass. And then the next day, we get a report, Austin has a calf injury. Where? Nobody saw the injury. The same thing happened in the playoffs. Not in the playoffs. The same thing happened versus OKC a few weeks ago. All of a sudden, he's got an oblique strain. Where did he sustain the injury? We still don't know. Folks, I say all of this to say, this dude, and you guys wonder why I go so hard. This dude is the biggest fraud in NBA history. And him and his agent are trying to secure $200 million off the back of my GOAT, LeBron James. This is why I go so hard, folks. This is why I go so hard. They think they're going to get a max deal off the back of my GOAT. It's not happening. Not as long as I have breath in my lungs. It's not happening. I'm a LeBron fan.
LeBron fans.
Shout out to LA Ballin'.
I'm a rolling stone.
Austin Reaves. Foul baiter.
We got LA Ballin' with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man. You say no way they scanned the wrong area. I've had several MRI and CT scans done, and an oblique MRI scan will get the whole area and abdomen. The fakers are clowns. Exactly. I mean, just think about it, right? So you telling me Austin Reaves goes in for an MRI scan and he allows them to scan the wrong area? Like what did he do? Did he lay down on the wrong side? Like come on, does that even make sense? He's a grown ass man. Wouldn't he have the sense to be like, oh no, it was on this side? Or no, it was on this side, scan this side? So you telling me Austin just laid down and let y'all scan the wrong area and he didn't say nothing? And this is a whole grown man. Come on, man. Chat, these people really think y'all are stupid, dude. They really think y'all are stupid. So now let's get into the article that I came across today, because you guys aren't going to believe this. Oh wait, let me give me 1 second, chat. Let me make sure. Oh God, let me get some of these tabs closed out. Give me 1 second, chat.
I'm a rolling stone.
You're a freaking frog.
All right. Yeah, let me get some of these tabs. Okay, I think we're good now, chat. All right, folks, look at this article I just found, man. This is actually insane. Look at this, folks. So this is an article that was just published today. It says Lakers star Austin Reaves return progress takes a new turn after JJ Redick's blunt comment. Shraggy? What? That's a funky title. Austin what? So let's read this article, chat. You guys ain't gonna believe this. Look at this, folks. Exactly, BS for you. They think they green. He says, so the article says, JJ Redick, above my pay grade comment, highlights unclear Austin Reaves timeline. Let me repeat that, folks. JJ Redick, above my pay grade comment, highlights unclear Austin Reaves timeline. Shraggy? What? Okay, let's read this article. So it says, when asked about what Aston's return to play progression looks like, JJ offered a candid response. That's above my pay grade. Redick said prior to the Lakers' Game 2 win over the Houston Rockets. So let me get this straight, folks. Let me get this straight, folks. Right? So a reporter asks JJ Redick, what does Austin Reaves' return to play progression look like? You're the coach. This man said so they scanned the wrong pussy.
LeBron fans.
Gonna have me on a late night mission, pulling up.
This nigga said so they skipped the wrong pussy. This nigga laid down on the table, put his ass in the air. That's fucking insane. Can you imagine he went for an MRI scan and then he laid down on the table with his cheeks in
there? I can't keep my distance. I don't know, girl, I can see you.
Oh my God, dude, that's funny, man. So let me get this straight, folks. So a reporter asks, yo, JJ, what does Austin Reaves' return to play progression look like? And JJ says, that's above my pay grade? I mean, that's a weird response. I mean, aren't you the coach? Wouldn't you know these things? What do you mean that's above my pay grade? Folks, let me break this thing down for you guys, folks. Okay? Let me break this thing down for you guys. JJ Redick is absolutely right. This is above his pay grade. It is. What they're trying to do is They're obviously trying to make Austin Reaves, the second option for this ball club, right? They're trying to get him paid this summer. I mean, that's obvious, folks, right? It's obvious what's going on. There's a bigger play at work here, folks. And JJ Redick knows it. JJ, come on, folks. Do you guys think JJ Redick genuinely believes Austin Reaves can't go? I don't think anybody that has a brain believes that Austin Reaves is so badly injured that he cannot play a basketball game, and it's been 3 weeks since this fake ass injury. Nobody believes that. But like JJ said, this is above his pay grade. This is above his pay grade. This is above his head at this point, chat. I mean, we've seen Kobe dislocate his shoulder in a basketball game. Walk to the training staff, get his shoulder pop back in, get his finger pop back in, and get back out onto the floor. This man done played with broken fingers, broken noses, and was out there competing. But you're telling me Austin Reaves suffered an oblique injury so bad that he can't play in playoff games, and we still haven't seen the injury. Folks, this is all a joke. It's all a joke. There is nothing wrong. Remember, chat, they said that Luka was going to Spain to expedite his recovery so that he could return to play quickly. Then he comes back and all of a sudden it's, but there's not going to be any update on his return. So what did he go to Spain for? I thought the whole point was to go to Spain so he can play and be ready to go. Maybe he misses 1 game or 2 games, but he should be ready to go. But then he gets back. But we've got no update. He's out indefinitely. Wait, what? Then they said Luka could come back before Austin. Now this week we got a report, but Austin could come back before Luka. Bro, what are y'all talking about? 1 week y'all saying one thing, and then the next week y'all saying something else. You want to know why? Because it's not real. And this is what happens when you keep telling lies. You have to tell more lies to cover up for your old lies. And that's all that we're witnessing. Here we are in the middle of the playoffs, and you can't go. You want to know what this is about, folks? This was all a plan by Aston and his agent. I've been calling them out all season. Why do you think his agent blocked me? I didn't even know who his agent was. He came into my mentions on Twitter because we were doing a show about Aston. He comes into my mentions and he calls me a clown. You want to know why he came in my mentions, folks? Because everything that I was saying was true. Hit dogs holler. There's plenty of trolls and plenty of people on social media he could have responded to. Why did he respond to me? Because everything I was saying was absolutely correct. Why did he block me? Because everything I was saying was absolutely correct. How you come in my mentions and then you block me? I didn't even know who the nigga was. See, they want us to play. They want us to be stupid. They want us to believe in all these lies so that they can finesse and get more money. This is what you're paying for, Faker fans. We talked about this last night. Y'all be so proud. Oh, I'm a real Lakers fan. And this is what you get when you're a real Lakers fan. You get hoodwinked and you get bamboozled and you get scammed. Congratulations. Congrats. Are you guys happy? Yeah, go pay your $5,000. Go ahead. Go grab your seat. Yeah, you're going to be in seat D34. Go sit your goofy ass down. Pay $500 for parking. Pay $1,000 for some chicken tenders and some fries. Get you a $500 soda and go watch Aston get his ass beat. Sit down in D34, shut your ass up, like Austin said. Austin told, look what he told y'all. He said, shut the fuck up. Look.
Now you don't like to play defense. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. This fucking hurts. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't interact with that, okay?
It's now time for Love's Kiss Cam. Time to pucker up and give your sweetie a kiss. It's the Love's Kiss Cam.
Have some fucking respect. Have some respect. Have some respect. Hey, don't interact with me. Don't interact with me. Have some fucking respect. Don't interact.
I'm a rolling stone.
Austin Reaves. Foul
I'm
baiter.
too hot for you to own. In a whip that's meant to speed. If I hurt you, would you leave?
Folks, this is where all you real Laker fans' money is going. You guys are paying to make Aston rich this summer. Congratulations, you fucking goofies. Yeah, Austin can suck my cock, dude. Seriously. I'm not giving Austin my money. What do I look like? That's for you fanboys. Y'all are the idiots. Yeah, go make Aston rich, dude. Go give your money to Jeannie. Go give it to Mark Walter. Go be a stupid fool. Sitting up at the Laker game talking about you're a real Lakers fan. You're a fucking goofy. That's what you are. Yeah, this is what we get as real Laker fans. We got players trying to scam off the back of LeBron James for $200 million. I mean, come on, man. This shit is insane, man. And then look what my GOAT did. He took another white boy and made him famous. Luke Kennard was getting MVP chants last game. Y'all don't realize this is what my GOAT does, man. How many white boys has my GOAT made famous at this point, man? Seriously.
LeBron fans. LeBron fans.
LeBron James. Ooh. LeBron.
LeBron fans.
Folks, this all blew up in Aston's face, dude. This all blew up in his face, folks. My GOAT took another white boy and made him famous, dude. Shout out to Luke Kennard. Austin, you thought your spot was safe, dude? Did you guys see what the Mayonnaise Media just put out, chat? Did you guys see the video the Mayonnaise Media just made about Luke Kennard? Chat, did you guys see this video from Fakers Nation? Let me show you guys this. Did you guys see this video? Look, chat. Austin thought his spot was safe. Look what the look what the Mayonnaise Media, chat. Can the Lakers keep Luke Kennard? Look, it's a new white boy. It's a new sheriff in town, man. Now they're talking about keeping Luke Kennard. You know it's crazy, chat. And then you want to know what's crazy? I went in the comments. A lot of people are turning on Aston. I was actually surprised. I was pleasantly surprised, chat, when I went into the comment section, man. A lot of people are like, yo, Luke Kennard is actually better. Trade Austin. Get rid of him. Let him walk. People are waking up, folks. Austin, you dude, you should have just signed the deal last year, bro. You're over here gambling with your future. You should have just signed the deal, and that way you would have been straight. You'd already been locked in. Now you got to play all these bullshit games because you didn't sign the deal last year. That's all we're witnessing, folks. He's playing all these bullshit games because he didn't take the deal last year. So now he's faking injuries left and right. Oblique injury, calf strain, toe injury, all this bullshit. Because he's trying to finesse for some money that he don't deserve. You trying to finesse money off the back of LeBron. Soon as Luka go down, now all of a sudden you don't want to play? Why, chat? Because he didn't want to get exposed. He knows he's in a contract year. He got to protect them little bitch ass numbers he got. That's why he don't want to play. He trying to preserve them numbers. Because guess what? If he would have kept playing and he would have been averaging 14, 15, getting cooked, not only would them averages, not only would his averages have came down, we would have all started looking at him like, yo, bro, I don't think he can be the second guy next to Luka. So as soon as Luka went down, now all of a sudden he go down. And you guys thought that was a coincidence? Come on, man. The dude's a total fraud, bro. Anybody that doesn't see it at this point, bro, you're just being a clown at this point. The dude is the biggest fraud in the NBA. Honestly. That's why his agent blocked me. You wonder why his agent blocked me? Because guess what? He about to get fired if his master plan of trying to finesse to get Aston a contract this summer don't work, his ass is going to get fired. Hey, Aston, you might want to get some new management, dude. Yeah, because whoever advised you to turn down $90 million, you might want to fire them. Nigga, you from Arkansas. The fuck you doing turning down $90 million? Who you think you is, nigga? LeBron James? You're from Arkansas, gang. Now you too good for $90 million. Oh, okay. All right. Well, now you gonna see this summer how nasty these negotiations are gonna get. Now you gonna see. You should have just taken the deal. Even Pat Bev talked about it. Bro, just take the money, get into the algorithm. You don't turn down contracts, gang. Whoever advised you to do that, you need to fire them. Seriously. You need to fire them. You ain't won no championship. You're not even available in the playoffs. And then when you do play, you suck. and you turning down $90 million. So not only do you suck, but you're also ungrateful. Because if we're really being honest, after your performance last year, they really shouldn't have offered you nothing. How many guys, when they play bad in the playoffs, do we just let them go? The fact that they even offered you that money, you should have been grateful. So not only do you suck, but you're also ungrateful. Boy, what you think you is, nigga, Fred VanVleet? You ain't Fred VanVleet, nigga. He's been an all-star. He got a ring. What do you got? What is your bargaining chips, dude? What is your leverage? You don't have anything, dude. You're a fucking clown. Turned down $90 million. You just Dennis Schroeder'd yourself. You're the 2026 Dennis Schroeder. You're a fucking clown. Now Luke Kennard, he finna take your bag. Since you didn't want it, we're gonna give it to Luke. Now walk your ass to Chicago. Go beg Chicago to pay you. Go to Brooklyn. Shout out to Cap 330.
LeBron fans.
Gonna have me on a late night mission, pulling up.
You said I would trade Luka to the Wizards to get AD back. That way we would have a legit backup center for AD and DeAndre Ayton. Yeah, or you could play them together. We got this clown. I have disagreed with you always, but on Austin, I'm not. He always disappears in the playoffs in turnovers, over dribbling in the paint. 4 turnovers against OKC back to back to back. Oh, so now you're done gargling balls? Like, it took you long enough, dude, to put the cock down. So now you're finally done to put the cock down, dude. You've been slurping up Austin for forever. And now you finally decided you've had enough of the gargling of the balls. Wow. I mean, it took you long enough. I would have assumed you would have put the balls and the cock down a long time ago, dude. I mean, people really disagreeing with me about Aston. I mean, what are we even talking about? Like what are we talking about? What have we won? Niggas is debating about Aston. Like, I mean, what is this nigga, Anthony Davis or something? I mean, have we won a championship with him? Like, how is this even a debate? How do niggas even disagree? I don't understand this. Who even sits and debates this shit? Nigga, I said what I said. Nigga, it's over. I said what I said.
I said what I said.
Niggas want to debate about a fucking undrafted role player that can't shoot, can't dribble, can't defend, can't do nothing but get his ass beat. We should all be in agreement on Aston. The fact that it's still some of y'all out there that want to play contrarian and do all this goofy shit, man, stop it. I mean, that's just insane. Shout out to Mike298. You said the chat is red hot, Reg. Your platform has weight. Yeah, I mean, we had some clowns yesterday. I seen it on in my comment section. Niggas was like, "Oh, nobody watches you," and blah blah blah. Like, okay. I didn't even respond to it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. You can believe what you want to believe. How many people have blocked me already? Jovan Buha blocked me. Or excuse me, Jovan Booty. Jovan Booty blocked me. Aston's agent blocked me. Chat, all these niggas get on YouTube, man. Seriously. I don't know if y'all think these niggas just like go home and just stare at the wall. All of these niggas have YouTube, chat. We're streaming on YouTube. We're streaming on Twitter. They all have YouTube. They all have Twitter. If you think these niggas ain't listening to what I'm saying, I mean, you'd have to be a little bit delusional. Nobody covers the Lakers the way I do. It's that simple. There's not a platform out there that covers the Lakers in the way that I cover the Lakers. You think niggas want to listen to that bullshit on Fakers Nation all day? No, they don't want to listen to that. Oh, I forgot. You're right. Emmanuel Acho blocked me, but he's a clown though. I forgot about Emmanuel Acho. He's a fucking goofy. That nigga's a fucking goofy. Straight up. I see why that nigga got fired. I told him that. That's why he blocked me. I told him that. I'm like, nigga, you're trash. Like, I see why you got fired, nigga. Your takes are garbage, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I hate when them football niggas be trying to talk basketball. They just end up sounding so fucking stupid. Like, bro, stick to football, man. Like, Shannon Sharp, Emmanuel Acho, all y'all niggas, bro. Stop trying to talk basketball. Stick to football and shut the fuck up. All right, what's going on? Who's this?
Salute. It's too cool for nerds. Salute, man.
Too cool for nerds. Insane. All right, dude. What do you got, man?
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. People saying nobody watches you, and I just want to call cap on that because people do watch you, and I will say my personal experience. You actually, you made me realize that Ashton was ass. I didn't even know he was ass. I was convinced. Nah. You got it. Like, nah, that ass. You don't understand the power. You don't understand the power of the mayonnaise media. The mayonnaise media had me, and I didn't even know I was hypnotized, and I didn't even realize what was going on. And you kind of like you was. This shit
Yo,
was,
time out.
This shit is crazy. You
Time
don't
out.
understand.
This man said the mayonnaise media had him hypnotized to the point that he couldn't even realize what was going on. Okay, so you were over on the mayonnaise media and you were hypnotized, right? So I'm pretty sure when you found me, keep it a buck with me. When you found me, you probably thought I was a hater, right?
The first thing I did was I tried to debate you, and you cooked me. And it was like, I never got cooked like that before. You know what I mean? It was just straight facts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, what the fuck made me think this nigga was something special? What was it? Why was I so hyped? I don't even know where the hype came from. I don't even know where it came from. I'm like, this shit was manufactured. These niggas drew this shit up like this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And the shit is crazy. It's like a machine that they push this shit. They push the propaganda.
But if you think about it, this is why media is so important. Especially like if you ever notice, like when your local government officials are running, the president, they use commercials and media to like shit on their running candidate or whatever. And media is a medium that they use to like, hypnotize you with bullshit.
It's a weapon.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, they weaponized it. And
exactly.
I believed everything these idiots used to say. Nick wrong. I used to believe everything they said. And then you broke it down to me like, yo, why would I listen to somebody who looks like that? It doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any logical sense. It's like, yo, what the fuck? I'm listening to these people who look like this. And it's like, nah, like, why am I listening to Mr. Booty? I don't even know why I was listening to Booty. I don't even know. Like, you just made a lot of irrefutable points, and I appreciate it. I just want to say I appreciate, you know what I mean, you doing the work that you're doing, and a lot of people is seeing it, and it's undeniable proof that Ashton is ass. You know what I mean? You was really ahead of the curve. You was really ahead, you know what I mean? When everybody else finds out, by the time they find out, it'll be too late.
That nigga said it's undeniable proof. Nah, it's real, man. And like I said, I'm gonna give love. You ever heard of Dookie?
Who?
Dookie.
No. Who's Dookie?
Dookie. He runs a channel. I think I have one of his sound bites. You might have heard his voice before. I'm trying to think. Hold on. Do I have one of his sound bites? Where is Dookie at? I don't know if I do. Yeah, okay. I don't see his soundbite. But yeah, Dookie, he runs a channel, and it's called PG-13 Sports Debates. So, you know, you probably never heard of him. You know, his shit's dead, but it is what it is. But I got to give him his credit though, because this was around I don't know if you remember 2023 when the Lakers had made the trade for D'Lo and all them guys. And then they went on a run after the trade deadline to make the playoffs. Do you remember that stretch?
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
So around that time, I'm doing shows, and yeah, it was one game in particular where we played the Phoenix Suns. And a lot of people might not remember this. I could probably pull up the article right now. But Monty Williams, he went off. You know, Monty Williams, the former coach of the Phoenix Suns, he went off on the post game press conference after a game. He was fined $20,000. Let me put this on the screen. Let me show you guys this. Give me 1 second. Yeah, a lot of people might not remember this.
Talking about officiating?
Exactly. Can you see the article?
Yeah, I see it now.
Right. So this was March 24, 2023. So after the game, Monty Williams was complaining about the free throws. Let me find his direct quote. Yeah, he was fined $20,000 by the officials. I mean, by the NBA for his take on the officials. So yeah, I think in this game, oh yeah, here we go. So the team shot a season high. This is the Lakers. They shot a season high 46 free throws, with over a quarter of those coming from Austin Reaves. The 13 free throws shot by Reaves were the most in a game, were the most in the game, and tied for the second most this season individually. Right? So I remember it was like around this time, Dookie, he did a show and he was like, bro, the Lakers are cheating. The league is cheating for the Lakers, and Reaves is a fraud. And at the time, I genuinely was like, bro, this nigga's just hating. You know, because I'm thinking he just was like hating on Reaves because, you know, he's a LeBron hater, supposedly. So I'm thinking he was just hating on the Lakers and, you know, Reaves and LeBron for views or for content or whatever.
It sounds like hate.
And then we got to the playoffs. First round, he has the I'm him game. Cool, whatever. Second round, we beat Golden State. So the third round, when we got to Denver, I'm watching the series. Every game, it felt like in the first quarter, we would be down 15, 20 points. And I would notice he wouldn't start scoring until the game was essentially out of reach. And then he would start scoring a little bit. So that way, you know, once the game was over with, people would go look at the box score and they would be like, oh, but Reaves played well. It's like, but if you actually watch the games, you would have saw like, no, he was actually the main one getting hunted on defense. He was not really scoring when we needed him to score. He was always scoring when we were down 15, 20 points when the other team took their foot off the gas. So it was that series in 2023 where I was like, bro, he's a bum to me. He's a bum. Like, we got swept. If he was as good as people tried to make him out to be, how come he didn't win us a game? Give me one game like Lonnie Walker did. Remember the Lonnie Walker game versus Golden State? Give me a performance like that. Take us home one game if he's that good. He couldn't. He didn't. So obviously, you know, they paid him, and I've just been out on him ever since that series. I've been calling him a fraud for 3 straight years. And it's finally, I'm so thankful for Luke Kennard, because if it wasn't for him, I genuinely believe Austin was going to fake this injury If Luke Kennard wasn't averaging 25, let's just say he was averaging 8 points, 10 points, and we would have lost both of these games, Austin and his camp, they would have looked a lot better. And the narrative would be, man, yo, they're really missing these guys. But because Marcus Smart's averaging 20, because Luke Kennard's averaging 25, now people are saying, well, wait a second. Are the Lakers actually better without Luka and Austin Reaves? I just saw that on ESPN LA. They did a topic on it. ESPN LA did a topic on it. They said, are the Lakers better without Luka and Reaves? And I'm like, wait a second. Just a month ago, y'all were saying, Brian Windhorst was saying the Lakers are better without LeBron. So now all of a sudden it's flipped. Now the narrative is flipped. Now it went from, oh, we need Reaves to now, wait a second, is Luke Kennard better than Austin Reaves? And it's all because of Luke Kennard's play. And like I said, Austin, him and his team, they're throwing anything at the wall at this point. That's what this show is about. You know, the whole MRI thing, the whole injury gate bullshit, it's all fraudulent. You know, he just doesn't want to play without Luka. He doesn't want to get exposed. He wants to protect his fake ass numbers so that way he can go to the negotiation table this summer and try and finesse for a new contract. But what he didn't anticipate was Luke Kennard stepping up and taking his spot. And I think it's very funny because if you remember, in 2023, Austin used to come off the bench, but Lonnie Walker ended up getting hurt, and then he took Lonnie Walker's spot. And then that summer, we got rid of Lonnie Walker. So now could the same thing potentially be happening to Austin Reaves? I think it's fascinating.
Man, you know, it's crazy. Like, you told me that, you know, he really wasn't a good shooter. And it was hard for me to digest that at first when you told me that Austin Reaves wasn't a good shooter, because I was hypnotized by the media, the I'm him, you know, the I'm him stuff, the handle. And, you know, he had a little bit of handle. He was, you know, dancing and he was shifty or whatever. And I'm like, okay, they call him Hillbilly Kobe. You know, people is giving him little nicknames. And, you know, I really just got caught up and I didn't realize he's really not a shooter. But when you put him next to Luke Kennard, a real shooter, when you have a real shooter out there that directly shows you the contrast between a shooter and a not shooter, like we can see the acid is really, he's not consistent. He's not consistent like Luke Kennard is, you know? So it's hard to argue that Austin Reaves is really as good as Luke Kennard right now.
And that's why this whole notion of him making $200 million, I mean, does that even sound like it makes sense? Why would you give him a $200, $150, $100 million? They talking about Luke Kennard. They'll give him a mid-level exception. They talking about, you know, 2 years, maybe like 30 million or something, because he's only making 11 now. So I watched the video on Lakers Nation. They like, oh yeah, maybe they give him a 2-year, $30 million deal, something like that. So that's like what, 15 million a season? But you got Austin trying to finesse for 40, 35, 30 million. Okay, let me ask you a question. Is Austin Reaves twice as better as Luke Kennard?
Hell no. Hell no.
Hell no.
But you know what? I will say this though. In the beginning of the season, when Austin was playing out of this world, that was very convincing to a lot of people, and it made people think that he was capable of doing the same thing that James Harden did when he left OKC, when he went to Houston and he started, like, you know, putting up all those numbers in Houston. People started thinking that Austin was capable of doing that when he was playing, you know, when everybody was hurt at the beginning of the year. People thought Austin could do that. And, you know, a lot of people got caught up in that. And I don't know. I think, honestly, I'd rather have Luke Kennard all day because it's consistency. Austin is too much of a streaky shooter.
Right, but you want to know what's funny is that people got caught up with it when we were beating bad teams. And then when we were playing good teams, those numbers weren't the same. And then once LeBron came back, those numbers weren't the same. So this whole year, he's basically been faking injuries to protect the numbers that he was putting up at the beginning of the year. That's all this is
that
about.
shit's fake. This shit's fake.
Exactly. Because if he would have played, let's say Luka goes down, and he would have played, and he would have been the first option, those numbers would have came down. Because how much did he? Come on, man. He's just been getting exposed this entire year. You know, I mean, the 2 games that we played Houston, we played Houston 3 times this year. You know how much Austin's putting up versus Houston?
How much is he putting up?
14 a game.
Nasty.
And Luke Kennard in 2 playoff games versus Houston is averaging 25. He's shooting like 60-something% from the field and 70% from 3.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a real shooter. It's
insane what he's doing. So because of Luke Kennard, I just think Austin is just over with, bro. Now, like I said, if we would have been, let's say we're down 0-2, then I think Austin has a little bit more leverage, because then the narrative would be, oh, well, see, you guys need me. But because we're up 2-0, this looks bad. This looks bad on him. Like, because like you said, hold on. Like you said, people thought that we needed him. People didn't even envision a world in which we were winning without him.
No, everybody said we were cooked. Everybody said it was over.
Exactly. So now that he's gone, and you realize in the last 3 years with Aston, we've won 2 playoff games in the last 3 seasons. He goes down, he's out for the playoffs this year. We've won 2 games in 1 week.
No, that's convincing. I'm not gonna lie. But I will say this. Let me play devil's advocate, right? So if you compare Luke Kennard to Aston, would you say that Aston is a better playmaker, like a better passer?
No.
See, I don't know, man. Like,
no.
Some people will argue that.
No.
Some people will say that.
No, it's only a usage thing, dude. That's all this is about. It's only a usage thing. So, for example, I've been telling everybody all year, even last year when Luka got traded here, I was telling everybody, LeBron is better than Luka. People was like, oh, how is he better than Luka? He's averaging all these points. I'm like, dude, look at the usage. Look how many times he's shooting. Look how many free throws he's attempting. Look how many threes he's shooting. It's all in the usage. So when Austin is the second option and he's having the ball in his hands, he's having all this usage, sure, the numbers are going to be what the numbers are going to be. But now when Luke Kennard is given that same freedom, which he's never had in his career, he's showing, oh shit, he can actually ball for real. Like, not even just a shooter. He's showing off his entire game. And if you think about it, because I was thinking about this earlier, this dude, Luke Kennard, he broke LeBron's scoring record in the state of Ohio. Think about that for a second.
That's crazy.
Think about that for a second. Luke Kennard played for LeBron's AAU team. He broke his scoring record in the state of Ohio. Now he's playing on the same team with LeBron.
That's crazy.
And people think, oh, but Austin's better. No, Austin just gets more usage. It's the same thing with Luka. You see LeBron now that Luka's out the way and LeBron's the first option. Look at the numbers. Look at the results. We're 2-0 in the playoffs without Luka, and everybody said we were cooked. So who's better? Okay, let me ask you this: how many games did we win last year in the playoffs with Luka?
Not enough.
1.
Nasty.
And we already got 2 wins this year without him. So think about that for a second. We have more wins in the playoffs without Luka than we do with Luka. But let y'all tell it Luka's better. It's all a lie. Everything that y'all have been sold is all a lie. It's all in the usage. People think I'm crazy when I say LeBron's still the best player. I've been telling people for years, the reason why y'all thought the Joker was better or this guy was better, that guy, it was all in the roster construction. If we put LeBron on that Mavericks team in 2024, he would have won that finals. If you would have gave LeBron Kyrie, Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, PJ Washington, Derek Jones Jr., Jason Kidd. If you would have gave LeBron all that help that Luka had, he would have won the finals.
Yeah, Bron wins that. Yeah, clearly.
You give LeBron Lou Dort, Chet, Isaiah Hartenstein, Jalen Wood. You give LeBron all that, he would be in the same position as SGA.
Yeah,
it's all in the roster construction. They've been putting white boys and bums around LeBron, and then they blame LeBron and say LeBron sucks. This is why they don't like me, because I've been calling these role players out for 3 years. No, y'all suck. Rui, you ain't done nothing. Reaves, you've done nothing. Luka, you ain't done nothing. All of y'all suck. Don't be blaming my GOAT. My GOAT already proved himself. What do he got to prove to y'all? Y'all ain't proved nothing. How you gonna get a $200 million deal and you ain't proved nothing? How does that even make sense?
Yeah, it's hard to argue. It's hard to argue. I will say this, people know that Luka is a defensive liability. Austin Reaves is a cone. Luka's a cone. Both of them are cones. But at the end of the regular season, before they got hurt, when they conveniently got hurt to OKC, whatever. Before they got hurt, they were making efforts on defense and taking charges. And even in the Houston games, like Austin, he was playing good on defense and trapping KD and stuff like that. Like I remember, there was little spurts where they were making efforts on defense, and Luka was even, getting credit for being, high on the steals, getting a lot of steals and putting his body on the ground, sacrificing his body. Do you give that any credit? Do you think that has any credence to it, or you just think that's that's nothing?
No, bro. I don't care about that. Like, okay. Bro, you got to realize half the NBA is garbage. So in the regular season, like Luka and Reaves and the Lakers are good enough to beat, they were the 3rd seed. The team is good enough to beat the majority of the teams in the NBA on any given night. So to me, nothing that they do in the regular season is impressive. I want to see what you're going to do in the playoffs against other good teams. Right, I don't care what you do against bottom feeder teams.
You're right. That's what matters. That's the only thing that matters. You're right. Yeah. At the end of the day, so when you think, do you honestly believe that this team is better without Luka and Aston, or you just saying that?
Give me 1 second. We got Russell Rudolph. Shout out to Russell Rudolph with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
I'm a rolling stone.
Austin Reaves. Foul baiter.
You said, Reggie, if Aston or Luka comes back, even off the bench, it will have a negative psychological impact on on Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, and Rui, who are a reason for us being 2-0. Yeah, I agree. I don't want them back. So you asked me, because I got to get up out of here in a second, too. So I'm going to just answer this, bro. We got to go ahead and just wrap it up. Good call, though. Right, but cool. You asked me, do I believe that we're genuinely better?
Yeah, so you think we should like sit them out the rest of the year?
That's not going to happen. I would hope. That's not going to happen, but yeah, I do think we're better without them, for sure.
Man.
Because with them, they only play one side of the ball. And basketball is a two-way sport. This is why you can't win with either one of them. They only play 50% of the game, which is offense. And they don't even really play offense all that great because Luka's inefficient and so is Aston. They're not even efficient players. Luka needs 30 shots a night just to get 30 points. Aston needs 15 free throws just to get 20 points. So they don't play 50% of the game, and then the 50% that they do try to play, they're not even that good at. They're not that efficient. So they're really a net negative. That's just the reality. And now that they're not here, now we can play defense again. You know what's funny? I looked up our defensive rating so far this year in the playoffs. Do you know that we're 4th in defense in the playoffs?
Damn, that's crazy.
We're 4th we're 4th in defensive rating, and we're 4th in offensive rating.
Damn.
So we got a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's hard to say we're not better. That's hard to say. God damn. I mean, Houston is
people
a
just
bad
don't want to.
example,
People
though.
just don't want to believe it. People just don't want to believe that you can be better without those dudes, and I don't understand why. I don't get
think
it.
it's Houston. Houston is really bad. I think Houston is a bad sample size, and people are not really trusting that because people just looking at it like, oh, that's just Houston.
Nah, because I can't go with that because all of y'all picked Houston going into the series.
Houston was a 70% favorite. I was like, what the fuck are people
Yeah, I
thinking?
can't go with that. Nah. See, this is what they do with LeBron. Whenever he does the unthinkable, they just move the goalposts. So before the series started, everybody picked Houston. Now LeBron's whooping their asses. Now all of a sudden Houston ain't shit. No, bro, I'm not going. That's insane. I'm not going with that.
Yo, that's exactly what they're doing too. That's crazy.
You see why you got to turn off the bullshit? You like Stephen A. and all, bro. They clowns, bro. Like Kendrick Perkins, all of them niggas sold their ass, gang. To get on Disney, you got to sell your ass, dude. It just is what it is. So no, I don't listen to nothing that they say, bro. It's all just bullshit. They say one thing one day, and then the next day they say something completely different. They don't stand on anything they say. They don't hold themselves accountable.
The whole narrative switched up.
The whole narrative changes, bro. It's nasty work, man. But listen, Too Cool for Nerds. Good call, man. I appreciate you, man.
Salute, man. Peace.
All right, bro. Peace. Yeah, shout out to Too Cool for Nerds. He had me lost initially, chat, with his name. But he was a good call, man. Good call, dude. Shout out to Judah Rising. You said Luka and Aston can't play defense like game 2. I mean, exactly. I'm hoping we sweep them. If we can you imagine if we sweep them, how bad they gonna look? Like this game 3, chat. I want to sweep these niggas, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I want to sweep these niggas just so we can embarrass Luka and Reaves. I just want to see the looks on their faces when they pan to them during the game and we sweep these niggas. I really want to sweep these niggas, chat. No bullshit. I want to sweep their asses. I don't want to give them niggas no opportunity to try and come back. I want to sweep them and let's get this shit over with and let's move on to the next round. Let's move on to OKC. And by the way, I've already said this. I'm not afraid of OKC either. I mean, Jalen Williams just got hurt yesterday. Right? OKC, they ain't shit, man. They ain't shit. I ain't scared of OKC. You know, we got a brand new squad. Ain't nobody scared of OKC. If the Pacers weren't scared, like I said, if Tyrese Halliburton don't tear his Achilles, I think they would have whooped OKC in that game 7. I really do. I think OKC was scared in that game 7. That nigga Halliburton was loose. He hit some threes at the beginning of that game, and then his goofy ass tore his Achilles with his weak ass legs on that light skinned shit. How the fuck you tear your goddamn Achilles in the damn game 7 in the finals, nigga? You're fucking goofy. You said one game at a time, top flight. Like I said, game 3. I'm trying to end it. I'm trying to end it. You said SGA just clutch as fuck? Man, stop it. Y'all didn't hear Dylan Brooks calling out SGA last night in the Thunder? I fuck with Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks called him out, chat. Dylan Brooks like, yo, come on, man. I thought this was the playoffs. What's up with all this flopping these boys doing out here, man? SGA's a flopper, dude. Like, he can be neutralized. I'll put Vando on him. Honestly. I'll put Vando, Marcus Smart on him. Lou Dort, let him shoot. You know, I'll let Lou Dort shoot. I ain't scared of OKC, man. They can be had, chat. Now, I think we are going to need some bench players, though, to beat them niggas, because they got some depth. They can go 9-10 deep. So I do think we might need to see some Dalton. We might have to let Dalton, in the game and let Dalton let them threes fly for real. We're gonna need some 3-point shooting to beat OKC off that bench. Y'all can't just, bury Dalton. We might need Dalton But yeah, I ain't scared of OKC, chat. I'm really not. I'm not scared of floppers. But folks, I got to get up out of here though. I'm gonna be back, folks. But yeah, Austin Reaves, complete fraud, folks. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Y'all do me a favor, folks, and drop a like on the video. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
All you is a keyboard hoe. You don't really believe it. Put your money behind it. Because I'll put my money behind it. Put your money behind it, sucker. Jump on the screen. Outside of that, you just like typing, nigga. You're a secretary, motherfucker.
I went in the locker room trying to show him love. He dissed me. He threw shade at me. I'm like, what the fuck I do? You feel me? Like, if you he played half the clip. His little minions over here trashing me and shit. I'm like, all right, whatever. Then he said I'm trying to cloud chase off him. Cloud chase off you? Nigga, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you?
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
So, man, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss your touch.
Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers.
I wanna get back
So this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron
so
James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you.